Have you ever thought about this? Like, okay, why can't countries just print money and let people start spending and it will solve a lot of poverty problems? But I was discussing with the CEO of Blue Core Digital Solutions. They create portals for real estate companies, and we're discussing it because I usually like to ask intelligent people questions like, okay, if they can just prefer solutions to in order to alleviate the poverty in the country. And you also know that I love to ask questions on social issues and other interesting things. So this particular one, I was just thinking about it like, since it is countries that print money, why can't it just print money and let everybody just have a good life? Hey, so when we started the discussion, it was like, if you do such a thing, there'll be inflation. For instance, if there's a bag of rice that is supposed to worth like probably 10,000 naira, and there's a lot of money in circulation, and those sellers see that everybody's coming to ask for the same bag of rice, they will increase the money, they will increase the amount they are selling the bag of rice. And what you're supposed to buy for probably 10,000 naira, you start buying for like 100,000 naira, which is not going to be good for the economy. So the solution is that what Inal said was that what people really need in a particular country is not money, it is productivity. At the end of the day, if you have a lot of cash with you, what you're really going to use the money for, you're not going to eat the money. What you're really going to use the money for is to buy yourself something that will make your life more comfortable. Like each and every one of us carries something, like we all have something inside of us that the other person needs. Like imagine the person that thought about a fan, for instance, if he didn't walk it through, we wouldn't have any fans right now. The person that thought about toilets, for instance, if the person don't work it out, there'll be no toilets. What people carry around is the resources on the inside of them that when they work on it and they produce it, it's going to make life better for the other person. So what every country needs is to be able to find a way to use the resources available to them, both natural resources, human resources, to be able to use it effectively in such a way that all the resources will be active and there'll be productivity. People have to be encouraged to dig deep into themselves and find out what they can produce to ensure that they make the country a better place. Okay, what's the difference between a rich and a poor country? I'm trying to explain it in a layman's, I want to try and explain it in such a way that everybody's going to kind of understand. I don't want to use all those economic terms. I don't want the likes of my economist friends like Joker, Deniron, or Tommy, Oshodiron, like Taiwan, Ransai, all these my efficos of economics in UI for me addition. So when they say that a particular country is rich and another country is poor, we find out that in countries that are rich, a lot of people are engaged in productivity. A lot of people are using what they have. Ideas, they work on their ideas and they produce. For instance, I have lots of my probably cousins that travel, and they tell me, cousins or friends that travel, and they tell me that, okay, whenever you go, you can't sit, like people don't even sit in banks in other countries. Like you have to stand up 24/7. If you go to a cafe, you stand up 24/7, that they are constantly working, and you find out that they pay them probably they pay them per hour. So productivity equals what you earn. Unlike you being in a place you work 9 to 5, and in those 9 to 5 you are not productive for an hour or two. You understand? So you find out that those kind of countries, the people tend to work. That's why you see people working like 3 to 4 jobs. They are productive. Everybody wants to work hard because they know that hard work actually pays. So if there's a way we can ensure that people are actually interested in bringing out what is inside of them and trying to work it out, the country is going to actually be a better place. Everybody is carrying something that is valuable to each and every one of us. You understand? You find out that in countries that are poor, you find out that probably the men don't work, the women are into prostitution, the men play games and all these things, because that's the major issue.